I don't care. This is mine. Because when I leave, I'm taking it with me, you know. Right. So that's exactly what I did. So I started infusing my lemonades because I already had a recipe for that. Yeah. All I did was switch out the sugar and all this stuff. So I switched it out. I figured it out. Then I let people taste it. They're like, it need to be stronger. I'm like, how can I make it strong? When I say it's been a while, so I think I got the consistency down. I have no complaints, you know, so people loving it. They pop the top, you know. I'm going to let you taste it so you can let me know how you feel about it. You. But yeah, that's when I started, and then people
Good people, look, what's up? What's good, man? Blessed be your host, Caleb Smith. We're back for another episode. Man, today's guest, she's killing it. Atlanta native, doing major things. Cannabis industry, changing the game. Super humble. She's great. She's thorough. Selena, Liquid Loud Mixers. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Seeing you, your page, your platform, it's amazing. Seeing you, you know, a black woman from Atlanta, making it happen. I love seeing that. Liquid Loud Mixers, how'd this whole journey start for you?
It actually kind of fell in my lap, which is, and my homegirl, she's like, it didn't fall in your lap. You just so focused. And I was like, so I'm thinking it fell in my lap. I don't know. Yeah. I just say it fell in my lap. But I started actually as a bartender, which I still am a bartender certified license. But I started on the bar mixing my drinks. Yeah. And actually it started before, I think when we had the recession, 2009, or something like that. Yeah. And no jobs. I was just getting off of what you get when you don't unemployment.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, this about to run out. I gotta find me something to do.
Right.
And so one of my friends, she was like, go to the strip club. And I was like, now I had heard of strip club, BMF, that's a big thing. Yeah. But I had heard about them, and I was like, and do what? And so she's like, no, you make some money. I said, but doing what? What are we getting? She was like, no, you could be a server. So I said, okay. I went in with January 1st, 2009, got my butt kicked, didn't make no money. It was my first time in that field. And the girls, first of all, I didn't know the girls got naked. So I'm in there like, okay, don't know what going on. I was like, okay, excuse me, ma'am, I'm sorry. I mean, I just get, like, you know, so, and after a while, I kept going there about 3 weeks and wasn't making any money. And so I told one of the girls, I said, what am I doing wrong? And so she was like, you got to be assertive. And I was more so laid back and let people come to me. She was like, no, you got to go out there and get it. So I was like, okay. So next customer came in the door. I said, how you doing, sir? You been helped, such and such? Right. He's like, no, go get me this, get me that. I started getting more, you know, comfortable. And I was like, okay, bet, this will work. Yeah. Then they was like, yeah, we're going to put you on the bar. And I was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Because I didn't drink, still don't drink. So I was like, I know. And so they was like, yeah, because I felt like they could trust me at that time. I didn't know. I was just like, man, they no. And so he was like, yeah, go get on the bar and, you know, do XYZ. I was like, okay, I got it. Had to Google some stuff. Didn't know nothing about bartending. And so the first guy I made a drink for, he said he wanted, I never forget this because I got cussed out. He said he wanted a cranberry vodka and Grey Goose. I said, okay, I'll do that. Yeah. So I did the house vodka, then the Grey Goose, then the cranberry. And I was like, yeah, okay. I gave it to him, and he was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, you said cranberry, vodka, and Grey Goose. That's what I did. He was like, girl, Grey Goose is vodka. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to pay for that, but still, he just turned me around. He was like, look at all this stuff behind you. And you see, he said, cognac is whiskey. It said on the bottle. Wow. So I had like a crash course in bartending right there. Wow. So eventually, me and my sister was working at the same club. She made more money than me at the time, and she was serving. Yeah. And she just made enough, put me through bartending school. Wow. And it's been up ever since.
That's dope. Yes. Twin sister too, right?
Yeah, twin sister.
So how was that whole just experience of having a twin sister, business partner?
Because we grew up together, so she's my, I don't even say twin sister. I just say my sister. So when people see her, they're like, oh, you got a twin? I'm like, oh, yeah, I got a twin. Wow. They be like, well, do you think to say that? And I was like, I mean, that's my sister. We just happen to look alike. So it's different for, you know. Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, that's my twin. Yeah. And they be like, but she do the same thing. That's what's so up. When I come around, they be like, you didn't say you had a twin. And we be like, I mean, we twins. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it.
I love that.
I can trust her with anything and everything. So I like that part, you know, because you can't trust a lot of people these days.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Seeing you again is dope, you know, killing it. Amazing, right? Yeah. seeing past shows, interviews, your story, right, of, starting off in the club and, trying to work down to part-time, and then hearing from your boss, you're not going anywhere. How did that feel of,
first of all,
I'm not going anywhere?
Who you talking to? That's number one. That's because I'm from Bankhead, sir. So when he said it, I was like, normally I pop off. And so when he said it, I was already in the mindset like, yeah, I'm going to show you. So when he said it, I was just like, that what's up? And I just kept doing what I was doing. He was waiting on the response of me snapping. And I was used to doing that. And I was like, yeah, I'm finna switch it up on him. I just kept doing what I was doing. I was like, he going to see me. And I just kept wiping the table, whatever I was doing. So yeah. And he was looking at me like, oh, you ain't gonna say nothing? Because he was one of the type people, you know how you had them bosses want to nitpick with you?
Yeah, for sure.
He was that. So I was like, I'm gonna show you.
He was a hater.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Years later, though, being here, how did that feel?
I haven't seen him, but I know he watching my page, and I know he was watching my page when I was working, and I didn't know that. Yeah. And people was like, your page public. I said, got to be public. I'm a business owner. I have to do that. And so they like, man, dude be watching your page, and I'm like, let them watch. And I had blocked them for a while, and then my friend was like, no, unblock everybody, let them see what's going on. Yes, so. Man. That's what I did.
I love that.
Been rocking out ever since.
Yeah. Liquid Loud. I love the name. Tell me just like the whole thought process behind creating the name with that. It
actually wasn't my idea. I did tell my sister, I said, man, I'm going to have this drink brand and it's going to be like High C. You know how High C got High C and then they got them little names of their drink? I wanted the same way. And she was just like, yup. Like she believed, but she was like, yeah, my sister crazy, but she going to figure it out. So when I would always be at the bar, of course, I'm from Atlanta. I'm at the trap. That's what I say. I'm at the trap. Come see me. I'm at the trap. I'm slinging them drinks. Then one of my homeboys got in. He was like, you slinging that Liquid Loud, ain't you? In my DM. And I was like, Liquid Loud. And I kept thinking about it, Then I told my ex at the time, and this funny. He was in jail. And so I said, what you think about that? He was like, I'm finna throw it around. Jail folks. Yeah. So he came back on the phone. Yeah. I was like, what everybody say? He was like, man, it's hard, man. It's hard. Liquid Loud is hard. I was like, you sure? I said, I like it, but I don't know. And so he was like, that's it, man. That's it. And so I was like, well, the jailbirds like it. It gotta be good.
Everybody gotta like it, for sure.
So I had it for a while, and then every time I popped up, people like Liquid Loud. They kept saying Liquid Loud. I want to trademark that thing. Like ASAP. So that was Liquid Loud, and then I got the drink. So that's how it happened.
Making drinks, right? Like, how do you know? Okay, I'm gonna put this in this one. I'm gonna make this mango drink. How do you know? Ingredients, all that stuff.
Cause I've been doing it for so long, and then too, what people fail to realize when you on the bar, you gotta, if you actually listen to what the customers say, like they're telling you. Like dude told me that was I haven't got cussed out since.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if a person tell you light ice on the side of this and that, you do light ice. You don't do what you want to do. You do what they asking you to do, and they're gonna tip you in return. That's so once I got that concept, I was like, oh shit, it's a wrap. So I just do what you asked me to do. Now, granted, I'm hard headed, but now when it comes to that bar,
for sure,
whatever you want, sir, ma'am, I have you. Yeah. So that's how I would do it. I started practicing, and then after a while, people, they would come to me. They're like, what you got to make? I don't want this on the menu. Make me something you want to make. And I was nervous because I was like, man, I don't drink. I don't know what I'm finna do. But when you're bartending, it's only take one ingredient to throw the drink off and make a whole nother drink. Wow. Say Long Island, BMF. They're the same basics. And then all you have to do is put, instead of Coke in the Long Island, you put Blue Carousel and Sprite. That's it. So you got a BMF and then you got Long Island. Same concept. Wow. But then you switch it up. So once I got that concept, I'm like,
I got something.
Want it. Okay, yeah. So that's what I started doing.
That's hard. Cannabis, right now it's this white male dominated just industry overall, right? You barely see black people, and then let alone black women, right? How does it feel of being in this space right now that's white male dominated?
It's lonely.
Yeah.
It's lonely. It's frustrating. Again, I just started doing this, what is it, 2 years ago, so when the pandemic hit. And I had been running from it because I didn't smoke either. I still don't smoke. Wow. So it's like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, but people want this stuff. Because when I was doing festivals, me not being a smoker, Liquid Loud, I'm thinking, the alcohol is loud. They're going to hear that alcohol.
No, they think about weed.
But, I got cussed out a couple times
think
with
about
that.
the loud pack.
So, I mean, it was like, man, you out here representing you. Oh, I got it all. So I was like, man, I got to figure this out. I was so scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I just got to figure this out. I got to figure. So 2020, everybody, was shut down. I went to work. I was like, you got to figure this out. And the only thing I knew to do was make lemonade. I know how to make lemonade real good, like better than Chick-fil-A. And so I learned that on the bar. Because the guy, he would say, everybody got to make lemonade, take turns. I always made lemonade, good lemonade, consistent lemonade. So my thing is, I'm not going to be in this kitchen making this lemonade all day and them customers out there. But then as soon as I send it out, it's gone. I got to do it again. Y'all ain't finna do that. So got home, came up with a recipe. And I was like, bet. It was consistent. So I was like, okay, I'll do this. And then something said, don't leave that recipe with them. Don't just keep the recipe. So I kept the recipe. He came back one day, you need to show everybody how to do the recipe.
Trying to take your idea.
I said, okay, it's cool. So they came out in the back and I was like, so ladies, we're going to learn this lemonade today. And so when he walked off, I was like, hey, I ain't teaching y'all shit. Y'all got me. Like, I went in, but they knew it because I said, I told y'all, let's come collectively to do a lemonade. Nobody wanted to do it. But then when Selena make it, we need some more. This my shit. It's like simple as that. Yeah. Figure it out. And so he was like, you didn't show them? And I said, I didn't. And I was waiting on him to say something. He was just, I can't stand you. I don't care. This is mine. Because when I leave, I'm taking it with me. Right. So that's exactly what I did. So I started infusing my lemonades because I already had a recipe for that. Yeah. All I did was switch out the sugar and all this stuff. So I switched it out. I figured it out. Then I let people taste it. Then I need to be stronger. I'm like, how can I make it strong? When I say it's been a while, so I think I got the consistency down. I have no complaints, so people loving it. They pop the top, I'm gonna let you taste it so you can let me know how you feel about it. You. But yeah, that's when I started, and then people like, what about this flavor? What about that flavor? I'm like, oh. So I have 9 flavors. 9. Yeah. That's what's up. Lemonade. So, yeah. It's going.
You working.
Yeah. Because it's like it's fresh, like it's good. I can't explain it, but it's good. And I've had other people's drinks, and on the bar, I was like, not really, but I'll take it. And I don't want it. I tell my sister, I said, get that, I don't want it.
You straight?
Yeah, because I know what you can't when it comes to mixing stuff, you can't mix me. Like and people are like, you do crap. No, I just do nice fruity drinks, but they taste good. I'm all about taste. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel it, but I want you to taste it good as well. So
yes, ma'am. I love that. Yeah. So what is like that main thing that just drives you every single morning to keep going? Liquid Loud, whole 9. What
financial freedom, independence, leaving a legacy. I'm not going to leave here without nothing. And it's crazy because I just got that mindset probably when I was working at that bar. When I was working at that bar, it changed a lot because it was in Midtown, and I saw a lot of affluent people coming in, and most of the people went from Atlanta. And I'm like, now, all these people coming down here, and they becoming millionaires. Wow. And you think I ain't finna... I'm from here, and you think I'm finna... So this, and I was like, I gotta figure something out, because I didn't want to be behind the bar. It's tiring. Like, people don't understand bartending is work. Like, you back and forth, you move, you never get a break. So especially if you're a good worker like me, I never ate nothing. I just take little bites and pieces out people's plate and stuff that I knew. And it was just like, it's tiring. So I wanted to figure out what can I do to make me money, to leave a legacy, to maybe sell my business, all that good stuff. So so I started thinking,
man, customer service, right? That's a real big thing. Oh, what? Hearing you, talk about that just at length, like, how is that important and why is that important?
I learned customer service. Well, actually, I'm just an overall good person in general. Gotta be that. But I mean, that's how you make your money. That's literally, like, people come at me, they're like, your drinks are good or whatever, but I just love your service. And I'm like, for real? Yeah. They were like, I'm like, well, how you mean to people that's paying you? I don't understand that. Same. Like, how you, like, my customers would be like, we'll call you, because I stayed in their face. Like, y'all need anything else, y'all. But I made more. I was a 6-figure earner on the bar without my drinks. And people, you sleeping with this person? I ain't sleeping with nobody. I just know customer service. I know when I know I might not know your name, but I'm like, hey, you finna get that Hennessy on the wall. I got you. What else? You got somebody coming? Oh, excuse me. Can you move down? He got somebody else. And they be like, dawg. But I'm like, these my customers. Like, ain't nobody sitting right here. And people be scared to ask people to move. Somebody right there. Like, real quick. Because it's like, you gotta command your money command, like, man, they like that.
Yeah.
I just know people like to be treated well, and they're gonna pay for it. You know, and even if they can't afford it, they'll remember how you made them feel. Like, man, I gotta go back and support her. So that's how I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Look, with your brand, right? You got people that suffer from chronic pains, whether it's back problems, mental health issues. How does that feel, right? You know, from seeing a person take a product, it's like, yo, I feel better.
Oh man, that's a good feeling. Cause at first, like I said, I go back to the alcohol because that's what I had. I still have it, but the the loud has overpowered the alcohol because I don't know what happened in 2020. A lot of people, you know, mentally, you know, just kind of went through it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe people were sick and they were downplaying their sickness, and then they had to, like, when the world stopped, it's like everything, you had to come face to face with whatever you were doing.
Right.
And people like, yeah, I was suffering from this and I was doing this and I was taking all this medicine. And I tried it with my mama first. And I'm thinking, I'm coming from lit, alcohol turn up. Oh, let's try this liquid loud. Let's see what it do. And so I had to switch my messaging. So at first, you know, I did have the alcohol. We were lit, we were turned. Now we're older. I'm 39. So I started hurting. I was in a bad accident a couple years ago, and I can't sleep.
Wow.
Like to this day, I still can't sleep. That's why I said I had my back issues. And I tried it. Never drunk, never smoked. So I was like, let me try this. Maybe I can sleep. I slept so good.
Wow.
I was like, I woke up like, damn. Like,
Feel good,
you know,
huh?
yeah, because normally I had to take a sleeping pill, you know. So I was like, man, my body felt like, and I was just like, I got something. So when I started switching my messaging, and I tried my mom, my mom, she got bad knees, had back surgery, so I tried her too. I said, Mom, just take this, just let me know, and she'll let you know the real. So she was like, ooh. I felt good when I woke up. I said, okay, get it something to your friends, your elder friends. I said, tell them it's CBD, because the whole THC kind of
scares them off a little bit.
I said, tell them, now they gonna get high. Just tell them, go to sleep.
Yeah.
And so when I did that, they was like, it's good, it's good. I'm like, not a bitch out here changing lives. So
Come on.
I'm like, okay. Yeah. So when people would tell me that, I just took it into consideration. I'm just like, man, this is really like, you know how people be like, it's from the earth. It's from the earth. Like, all right, nigga.
Nah,
but I get it. Yeah. So now me researching, I'm like, yeah, it's from the earth. Yeah. So I think it, you know, it does really good, and the people really enjoy it, you know, especially hitting on them pain points. A lot of people ain't sleeping. Didn't even know that. They're not sleeping. I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. So when I hit on that and tell people instead of the turn up, now we still gonna say it in a turn up way. However, you know, if it make you feel good, people gonna pay for that. Like regardless, like they gonna pay for it. So
I love that.
It's what,
Hey, paying for it, right? Jason Lobdell, Circle of CEOs.
Oh, Jason,
You had a big day. What was that whole experience of meeting him, being around him, showing up at the event, selling out?
That was funny. Yeah, it was actually, I knew Jason for when, again, I worked at the bar.
Oh, wow.
I know a lot of affluent people. People don't know I know them, but, you know, because I'm not that type person. But when I see you and you see me, you better speak. I don't care who around. That's just what it is. I'm like, what's up?
You know me.
Yeah, you know me, so don't act. So when I saw him, he used to come in the bar, tip good, never tried to holler at me. He was a gentleman.
Wow.
And so I was like, dude got a little money. He, you know, I saw his wife come in, and they were always doing business meetings. I'm like, they got something going on. I don't know what they got, but I try to hover over a little bit, try to listen and come back.
Yeah.
And so after a while, I asked him one day, I was like, because he liked to drink, he liked Long Island. So I said, Jason, you want to try this drink I got? And so he, you know, I said, nah, for real, man, try the drink. He, I'm gonna do it. So he drunk it. When he came back, he was like, man. I said, he was like, man, they drink right there. I said, well, good. And so I gave some to Alex. So I knew all of them, well, both of them, though they used to come all the time. So then I saw them on stage at the Circle of CEO conference the first time. And I was just like, now I know they had a little money, but from when we knew each other to now, they done morphed into some multimillionaires. And I was just like, I gotta get hell no. I gotta get somewhere in between this. So I finessed my way, and in 22, and I said, Jason, I shipped him some drinks. I said, can you do me a shout out? Because everybody in 22, you know, we were shut down. The whole industry, hospitality, was non-existent. So I had to hit my contact. Hey, let me send you this. Hey, let me see. So I'm sending people stuff left and right, and I'm letting them shout me out. So then I'm getting their followers and all that stuff. So I said, I'm going to be at y'all next conference. And he was like, okay. I said, no, I'm going to be at y'all next conference. Wow. But during that time, I had been going to their pop-up shops. I had been doing everything they asked me to do. They like, Twin, you want to come through? Hell yeah, I'm coming through. Don't even say that. You need me to set up or you need the cooler. So he was like, whatever one, I don't care. Right. So I was like, bet. So I know he was my contact person because Jason, he look out for his people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I appreciate that. He ain't never acted funny towards us. He like, what going on, Twin? I'm like, nothing. And then everybody be looking like, who are they? You know, it don't matter. Yeah. But we know what it is.
That's right.
So when I said, I want you to come see my booth because he didn't know I had a booth there.
Yeah.
And so he was like, okay. Like, he like, oh, I can have a booth. he was like, oh shit! I said, what? He like, oh. I said, yeah. I told you I was gonna come up. Did I tell you I was gonna come up? I need to be at every CEO. Don't play with me. And he was like, oh, you already know. I said, okay. So just, you know what I'm saying? I just pull people card, and you know, he was like, shoot, run it. He was like, keep going. Alex, I always say the same thing. Keep going because they know how dudes treated me, and they were like, man, you gonna get up out of here. I said, I'm already 1 foot out the door, nigga. Wow. Like, you ain't got to tell me. So it's just, you know, I appreciate him for, you know, putting me on stuff because if it weren't for him, it'll probably be a little bit harder to get in. Right. But I pulled, you know, I'm finna pull your card. Hey, dog, hey, I need to be in there. What I need to do? And I'm not one of them type people, what I need? No, bitch, I'm gonna pay. So what I need to do? Like, how do I get to that next level? So I'm trying to be where y'all live or in the vicinity or something. Yeah. So what's up? What we doing? And he was like, shit, just pull up. That's all. Just pull up.
That's all right.
I pull up. So
like
yeah.
Look, drive, confidence.
Yeah.
Asking questions like, where does all of that hustle and drive? Like, where does that come from? I think it come
from my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Because they are both workaholics. So it's like all I seen my dad do was get up and go to work. Right. Get up, and he had a 5th grade education, but he was a multimillionaire at one point in time. Wow. And if he had the teachings that I knew now, he wouldn't have lost it. But you know, I just used to see him go to work every day. And he would work long hours because he was his own boss. So I'm like, okay, this is what I gotta do to go. Okay, bet. I'm gonna run it. So, and that's our whole family. That ain't just me. It's all of us. So, yeah.
Respect. Look, your own boss. How does that feel? Not having to answer to a hater at jobs sometimes, a boss, but
I think I always consider myself a boss. I ain't, because when I was on the bar, I tell people I'm an independent contractor. Yeah, I work here, but I make my own money. Yeah. Now, you know, I get a little base pay, but I don't even touch that. You know, my thing was getting in front of the right people and talk what I need to talk or see what I pick their brain, you know, establish a relationship with them. Right. And then let's see where it go. Yeah. Yeah. So that's been my whole, you know, tactic. And honestly, I'm going back to the bar because what I realized is I need to be in, like, people looking for me, and I can't be in the house. So if I can go somewhere and work part-time, which I got a job, I'm just finna see how this work now. Me being on my own for the last 3 years, I might walk off, I might leave, but I'm gonna try to stay. Because it's bigger than, you know, me and my personal preference. This is my lead magnet. I need to talk to these people. I need to let these people know because they looking for me.
That's it.
When I say they looking for you, when you coming back to the bar? I'm like, man, I don't want to go. I guess I ain't got no choice. So I got to get back in front of my people.
No, for sure. Entrepreneurs, you know, some days you can have a great day. Some days you can have a bad day, okay day. How do you try to, like, navigate through those bad days sometimes?
It goes back to the bar. And I know I keep saying go back to the bar because that's what my foundation was. Some days you make money, some days you don't. So I was used to it. Yeah. You know, so as long as I got my bills paid, when that money come in, I don't really spend money on designer. I don't, you know, I wear the same stuff pretty much all the time. Yeah. I have a closet for the clothes, but I still wear them same little pieces. Yeah. And, you know, I'm very modest. I don't drive a fancy car and all that stuff, but I always live below my means. I learned that from Candy, like, years ago. Yeah. And because I think they were saying, well, out of the, you know, the girls in her group, she made the most money. And she did an interview. She was like, I ain't spend my money. I live below my means. It makes sense. Yeah. So I was like, okay, you know, so, you know, most people be like, oh, panicking. I'm just like, I'm just going to ride the wave. Because these last couple of years have really been slow for me. But I'm finna get back up. That's, you know, so in that time, I just been like studying, learning credit. I didn't know credit because I'm, you know, from the bar, cash is king. Yeah. So if I had known what I knew now, I'd be up there. Yeah. Like, for real. But it's okay. I'm gonna get there.
It's about to happen.
Yeah. So I don't mind doing the grunt work. A lot of people, you know, I'm not doing it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, get it over with. Like, what else I need to do? And I credit a lot of that because I don't procrastinate. When I see something, I'm like, okay, let me see how. Yeah, I'm my mind like, okay, how? And I say it all the time. My mama said it too. She's like, you always saying it. I'm gonna figure it out. Figure it out. So it might take me a while, but once I got it, it's go. It's go mode. And then too, I spend money in my business. So a lot of people, they want to spend money on personal stuff. I don't care nothing about that personal. I ball out on my business. So yeah, I'm a brand something, some kind of way, whatever. Oh, can I put a sticker on that? Or what can I do with that? To stand out against everybody. So yeah, a lot of people don't want to put their money in their business.
Listen, talk about that because, now like during this time period, everybody's seeing, certain people flex and, being here in Atlanta, you can see, certain things. So it could be Joe Schmo on the come up and he's like, well, he got this. So now I got to buy this. Now he's broke. Yeah. His whole business is done. So like, how do you stay focused and not try to splurge all the time?
I've been there, done that. I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I seen all that. That ain't nothing. Like, yeah. The place I worked at, people was pulling up in multi-million-dollar cars, this and that. It ain't mine. Yeah. I don't care. Like, congratulations to you. But, there was I'm finna go and get mine.
You gonna stay in your lane.
Somebody asked me that. They was like, how you feel about all those cars pulling up? I said, man, have that shit leased. Like, come on now. Like, I already know the game. Yeah.
Come on.
You sitting up here, you got all this money, this big wide. Put your mortgage up, sir. Like, please.
That's a fact.
Somebody rob your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, no, sir. Yeah. So, but then at the same time, you want to tip me $2. And I was the type of person, I know I ain't see you pull all that money out and you gonna tip me $2. We ain't doing it. They like, what you mean? I need you to add some more to that.
Wow.
You trip. Add some more.
Wow.
And yeah, so I was just like, they like, man, here you go with that. If you already know, don't play me. So, I did that more so to the guys. The girls already knew. But, it was just the ones that try to flex. And then I see them, they come in all cool and, they lame. I could spot a lame, like
iced out with fake.
I be looking. I'm like, all right, because a lot of girls they were going to that, and I'd be like, "How you doing, sir?" Give them like I talked to them the same way. Other girl, you know who that is? Don't care. How you doing, sir? You need anything to drink? Okay, I'll be right with you. I ain't know who half them folks was. I don't care about names. I don't care about none of that. Like I'm from Atlanta. Now, like for real, like they was a lot of people wasn't from Atlanta. I'm like,
and you used
been
to
there, done that. Yeah, been there, done that. Don't care, like, cause it's not real. Like, if he can't come back in this same car within 5 years, cause I was there for 7, and I done seen people switch up. I kind of said, what are they doing, leasing the cars? And I'm like,
it's a new car every few months.
Yeah, and I was like, what do you? I didn't understand that. I'm like, nah. So I was really raised in the real, and then my mom and daddy, they instilled that in me. Like, we not materialistic. We are not.
That's right.
So when people like you, like everybody was wearing the Balenciagas, and I was like, well, I got these Skechers. I mean, and I'm like, they comfortable. How much you pay for them? $1,000 for some shoes. Oh no, I'm gonna stick with my Pumas.
Straight
and
up.
I go to Ross and get them. They be laughing, but I be dead
get it on the low.
Yeah. And I was like, shoot, that $35, like $1,000. You know how much I can do it in my business? And like, there you go. I'm like, cause I guess I think different than a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this $1,000 gonna go in my business, not on my shoes. Yeah. So, and if I'm spending $1,000, I better be walking on clouds. So you know what I'm saying. So that's just me. I've always thought different. My sister we don't think like the average females. Like all that, we don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's all y'all talking about? Like, yeah.
It's clothes and shit.
Yeah.
Dating.
Once I identified a millionaire that was at the bar, I watched him. And I'm like, he ain't got on all this stuff. Like, I'm just looking. And then this one guy, I saw him because I had to call the cars out. I was like, hey, anybody here got a Maserati? I'm looking around. He did the...
Wow.
I said, I got you, sir. I'll be right with you. And that was that. Other folk, that me. Sir, can somebody get them? Like, I don't want to wait on them. And they be like, dog, but he got money. He don't. You can go over there. I'm gonna go over here and talk to this millionaire and see how he got the millionaire status. Because that's what I'm trying to be. Yeah. So I was different, like, at the bar. They looking at the shiny stuff. You don't know how many millionaires I done served this. I done talk to these folks and establish a connection with them. And some of them, I got their phone numbers. So they like, call me when I see you got your business going. Call me when you ready to, take it to the next level, this and that. I can do that while y'all sitting here messing around for tips. I ain't, I'm on some other stuff. So my mindset always been different. They call me bougie, whatever, stuck up. Yeah. But I don't care. Ain't no wrong with that. Yeah, I ain't care. I was like, I ain't stunned that. Like, run me my coin. So I always been like that.
So for all the other young, Selenas out there, right, during this time, this probably don't fit in because, she's thinking about her business plan, saving bread. What words of advice would you have for her right now?
So...
Yeah, straight up.
You ain't gotta fit in. You know what I'm saying? Just walk your own path. And I guess it was easier for me because I had a twin sister. So I go back, I'm like, man, this girl in here tripping about a $5 tip. She done went home with the guy and we laughing about it like, she's so stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's the bigger picture. Like, have them coming back. Like, you want to give people value. You want to give people stuff that they feel like they can touch you and they want to be related. Like, you can't be all up here and, if somebody asks you something in your DM, you leave them on red. Like, it's been a couple times I don't answer people in my DM. They're like, oh, thank you for answering. I'm like,
that's what you supposed to do.
Yeah, what you mean? So it's like, it goes back to customer service. If you don't have customer service in business, you ain't got nothing. So, I mean, what are you doing? Yeah. Handle your business. Don't worry about who all in your ear. Matter of fact, don't even talk. Just keep it to yourself. Write it down, keep it to yourself, and just stay laser focused on what you got going on.
For sure.
Yeah. 2020,
the whole world is shut down. What was that whole pivot like of trying to figure out, how do I basically make it during this time?
Confused.
What was that for? Yeah, confusion.
Very confused because I didn't get nothing. Like, everybody was getting the PPP. I got nothing.
It was scamming,
It was straight, okay, Lena, grind mode. I had like $10,000 saved up from just working on the bar. And that's another thing. I would bring a bank in the bar. We had our own banks. Yeah. And I bring a bank in every once I make my $100, I was like $100 every day, $100. Make sure my bills was paid. But I didn't. And this one guy, he told me, he was like, you don't spend no money. I said, what you mean? I don't spend. He was like, look at you, like you don't smoke, you don't drink, you ain't got no habits. What you be doing? I said,
you ain't got
work.
No habits.
Yeah, I work. Nigga. I don't have
That's your
kids.
habit.
Yeah, so at the time I ain't even have dogs. I just I work. I'm a workaholic and I know that. I like to work. Yeah. And so in 2020 I was like, I gotta figure this shit out. I was like, I gotta figure it. Oh man. I was like, I don't have nothing coming in, nothing. And so I started getting on IG. Yeah. And started going live, talking to my homegirl. We did a little, I guess it was a podcast, but she was like a spiritual reader, and we'd get on there talking, and I'll get on there. She's like, what you think about it, Lena? I'm like, them folks don't want to hear what I got to say. Yeah. They did. So I started talking, I said, okay. But I just was in grind mode. Then I was sending people back to my my website, and I was like, try this. But I still wasn't selling the Liquid Loud lemonades. I was just selling the mixers because I got in trouble for selling alcohol online. So I was selling the mixers, but a lot of people was drinking alcohol, but the mixers, I was like, taste this mixer. Oh, it can go with this. So I was selling like that. I was doing an infomercial. I was like, well, we're just gonna keep doing this, Yeah. And then my money finally came, and I caught up on some bills, but I still kept doing it, with her. And then, the world slowly started opening up. But then, too, I had started making my lemonades and stuff. I had her taste it on live. She's like, oh, it's good, it's good. I was like, give me the real. And then we was on live. I was like, okay, I know it's good, but give me the real. Like, do you feel it? Like, what's up? And she was like, I ain't feel this time. And then next time we'll try this one. And she's like, you getting better. So people really saw the process. They were like, oh, she really doing this. So that's what I did. I document everything. And I, not saying I'm just doing it to document. I was just trying to see what the hell I had going on, So, but I didn't know you were supposed to document the process. I've been doing it this whole time. Yeah. So 2020 was the turning point where I was just like, okay. Then they said, well, can you make edibles? I'm like, I don't make, I don't do this stuff. So, but I was like, okay, well, it makes sense if I can do a drink and an edible, and then it's like a package deal. So this when I started thinking, I was like, I need to start bundling stuff. I said, what can I make? Because I'm not a baker. I tell people I'm a drink maker. I'm not a baker. So I'm like, what can I make that people would like? So I come up with popcorn. I could do a little brownie, Rice Krispie treats, simple stuff. And so people like, you make cake? I don't make no damn cake.
You trying to take it too far?
I said no. So snacks and drinks, they go good together.
For sure.
So that's how I started doing it. And yeah, it started going.
I love that. Look, talking to, your audience, your customers.
Yeah.
Why is that like so important of just asking questions, documenting the process, bringing them pretty much like along the entire journey? Why is that important?
They help me grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like from a business standpoint, you might be thinking what you think your customers want. And then the other hand, the customer like, I don't even want that. Mm-hmm. So if I talk to you, then I'm like, okay, what y'all want from me? What y'all think I should do now? Don't ask me to do no extra crazy stuff. I said, but wait, what y'all eat? Like, what kind of snacks y'all eat that I can make? Infuse. Oh, try some. I said, I like popcorn. Y'all like popcorn? And I don't really want no popcorn, but I said, cheddar popcorn with my hot popcorn. Like, what kind? Because I know I could just, popcorn easy. And so I was like, what about cheeses? They like brownies. I was like, brownies? People still eat brownies? They're like, yeah. So with that's how I came up with kind of my menu. I was like, okay, something simple and to the point. But the lemonades are always at the forefront.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's hard. Seeing you too, you got master classes, giving back.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. Average person, they'll be like, I got the little secret sauce. I'm going to keep it all to myself. But, instead, hey, you trying to give back game. Where's that whole inspiration coming from?
I actually jumped into mentorship, which I should have got into a mentorship like years ago. Never knew about a mentor. I just was figuring it out. Yeah. So again, they go back to Jason. I saw them on the stage at Circular CEO, I think 2021. And I was looking at everybody, the whole lineup on stage, and I was like, I don't know these folks. One person did I think 500 he do credit. Yeah. And then Neo, he do event space, but he was talking. However he was talking, I was like, I like how he talking. And honestly, me and him think very much alike. Wow. So I jumped in his mentorship and not doing my research. He does digital marketing. Yeah. And I was like, how you do? Oh, man. But I didn't care because I was like, I'm just finna make it work.
I'm going to learn something.
So, yeah, I was like, so what do you do? What do you teach? And he was like, I teach people how to make money online. I was like, you don't help with Shopify? Yeah. And he was like, no. I was like, you know what? I'm just finna roll with it. I'm just finna roll. He was like, I said, I don't know what to do then. I sell drinks. And so he was like, you bartend? I was like, yeah. He's like, you teach people that. I was like, okay, all right. Well, people had been asking, and I didn't know how to structure it out, and I was like, no, not being selfish. I was scared. Yeah. So, yeah, I created a course, got my ass in there, and made it work.
For sure.
I was like, we finna do this, so I did it.
Being scared, right? How do we just try to fight through fear of being afraid of starting that business, Liquid Loud? Like, how do we fight through that?
I literally worked through it. Yeah. And Google. Yeah. I've been up many nights trying to figure out, okay, how can I make my business better? Or how can I do this? And how can I Google, Pinterest, research. That's all I can say. Yeah. And I just, okay, I think I could do this. So let me try this first and see how it works. And if it don't work like this, then I'm try something else. Yeah. So I just been trying the whole time. Nobody realized. They like, you killing it. I was like, am I?
Yeah. Hey, you just try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just tried. That's it.
I love that. That's what's up. Yeah. What, 9 years in since bartending?
I started bartending in 2009. So
oh, wow. Yeah. That's way past that. Yeah.
Whatever that math is. I think it was like 13.
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah. And then, but I started my business in 2014. So 2014 to now. Yeah. So whatever that math is.
That's 9.
Okay. Cool. So, yes. I was like, nah, I've been in. Yeah. So, and it's crazy because I was just like, a girl told me, she said, you need to sell your drinks. I was like, I ain't doing that shit. Wow. And so she was like, no, do it. Because I had people coming to the bar, come and see me. I did, Tantalizing Tuesdays, F 'em Up Fridays. So that was me and my son. I was like, I'm going to figure this out. Yeah. So I was like, man. So she said, your drinks are really good. You should consider selling. I said, I ain't selling shit. No, because I already knew it wasn't legal. Yeah. And so she was like, people do it. I said, I ain't seen nobody do it. And so I waited. I said, okay, let me figure it out. She told me this in the summertime, but I didn't launch it till that next year, January 1st. I always do stuff January 1st. And so I went to the store, got a little mason jar. I just knew I was finna do something. Put it on the screen on Facebook, and I was like, $5. And they bought it. Wow. I was like, oh, they bought $5. I was like, oh, shit. So then I went and did it again. I was like, oh, they like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they was like, you got any more flavors? So that's how I literally, that's what started it.
I love it.
And I was like, okay, so they want this. Then people, oh, can we mix? I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. But eventually I have 12 flavors in the alcohol. And I was like, listening to people. Now I tell people, don't listen so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cut that in half. Because
Yeah.
I could have just had 6 flavors and been done. But, I have 12 alcoholic flavors. I didn't do that with the other. No, I ain't do that with. No,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing that. So,
Yeah.
matter of fact, I want you to taste it too.
No, for sure. Look, I can try it now.
Be careful of, how you,
Yeah, look, I'm going to be careful with it. And
now, I'll give you a little gift bag. So
thank you. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to try it right now. And in the meantime, look,
you got 2. You got the mango or the strawberry. I don't know what's your preference.
Let me try the strawberry first.
I love strawberry.
Hey, we can't help it. We can't help it. Like, it's already in us, huh?
Yes.
I'm going to put that bag right up here, too.
And give me your honest opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
I'm going to try it right now. I already know it's going to be good. That's fire.
I know.
She said, look, she wasn't even surprised. Like, I already know. I love this, though. It's real good.
Yeah, slow down. Slow down.
It's going to be that serious, huh? Look, I just got to get a second sip.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to slow down. I got you.
Please.
It's strawberry. So, how did this whole flavor come to life of trying the strawberry?
Look, again, at the bar, I take everything from the bar. Because that's what everything comes from my experience from the bar. And I was doing the same thing. People like strawberry lemonade.
Yeah. No, it's really, really good.
I didn't know if you was going to be allergic or what, so that's why I got another alternative.
Yeah.
But strawberry lemonade, they like, especially how I made it, and it's not too, it's not, you see it's pink kind of.
Yeah.
You see something really red, something like strawberry, don't drink that. Because it ain't nothing but like syrup. And I tell people that, I'm like, I can look at a drink and be like, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
And people, what you mean? I see it.
Wow.
I see. They ain't even supposed to look like that. It's wet. Know. So yeah, that's how I do it.
Look, and your story too, right? Of having all mason jars, having it in the trunk, it cracks. How did you know? All right, I got to drop mason jars and have actual bottles and things like that.
I was so mad.
Yeah, talk to me about that.
Man, I think that was like $2,000 worth of stuff. Ooh.
Wow.
It was just I bought a SUV. Little bit by the bird. That's what I call it. Bit by the bird. So I popped the trunk. Yeah. And I guess you know how you ride and everything go to the back. Mm-hmm. And I opened the trunk and it was just
shattered.
And I was like shattered. I just stood there. I was like, I cried, I screamed, and I was like, I can't do this no mason jars no more. I said glass, that's a no-go. So I cleaned it up, crying, mad. My sister helped me, and she's like, we just got to get some. So she's a good support.
Yeah.
So when I get frustrated, and she be like, calm down. That's like, it's going to be okay. Because she know, I be like, man, what the fuck? Like, I was pissed.
Yeah.
She was like, just calm down. We're going to clean it up. We finna research we ain't doing this no more. And I was like, we not. And so that's what ended up happening. I just started, again, research. I didn't know where to look for no plastic bottles.
Yeah.
I Googled plastic bottles. And that's what I tell people. People like, what do you...
It's
Google,
out there.
It really is. So, I don't like when people try to pick my brain. And I used to give out a lot of information. And they're like, okay, thank you. Then they'll come back with another question. No, I gave you that one. Now, go find it and do it yourself, okay? Yeah. So, I'm always researching, like I said. So, that's how I ended up with
That's a gem. Lena, can I pick your brain? How do you try to, fight that up? Hearing people that's always trying to take advantage.
I'm very blunt. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. I used to at first. Oh, let me help you. I got myself in the bind helping people out because I'm too busy trying to help people out. I'm abandoning what I got going on.
Right.
And my sister said, she was like, you so passionate, but at the same time, you talk too much. She was like, dang, you give away everything. And I didn't realize it. I was like, why don't you just trying to help? She was like, okay. Because she on the outside looking in like, I see you, what you doing, and Lena, you don't even realize it. So, she kind of my protector. She be like, nah. So now I be like, yeah, you need to add my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm vice versa with her. So she be like, no. Like, straight up, but we're the same way, too. Yeah. So, but I'm just a little bit more passionate about the business. So.
I love that.
And I drag her.
Yeah.
I drag her. I be like, all right, Raina, we got XYZ. She be like, all right, man. Until we can find some people, because it's hard finding people. Like, when we do festivals.
Reliable people.
It's just us, literally. It's just so we put on our back brace, we put on our shoes, and we just get to work. Our gloves, and we get to work. Nobody, it's hard.
Yeah.
So, but we make it do what it do.
For sure. Doing festivals, events. How is that whole vibe of seeing the people, selling out, all that good stuff?
It's I like festivals. See, it's hot. Mm-hmm. It's long days. Yeah. But I like it because you can actually get that real time review. Yeah. Right there. Sure. And that's how I was confident enough to say I know it's good because too many people told me, and then I tasted it myself. I'm not gonna give you nothing that I won't drink or eat. Yeah. So yeah, they'll be like, "Oh man, it's good," and it just feels it's a good feeling, made something, and then you see people walking around with your bottles, and it's a good feeling. And I think my sister caught me one time while I was just looking around. We had a pool party, my pool party. I'm looking around, I'm looking at everybody enjoying it. I said, "Damn, I did this." Yeah, and I was like, "I did this shit like out of thin air." I mean, it took some years, but I did it. We had a Liquid Loud pool party. It went crazy. One on went viral. I was so mad about it because I didn't tag I didn't know. But I was just like, it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling.
That's dope. Mm-hmm. Between strawberry and the mango, what would you say is your personal favorite?
Strawberry, but try the mango.
Okay. I'll try the mango too. Look, you already told me to slow down, so I'm going to say that for later.
I just want you to taste on your palate.
Look, I got to make sure I ain't going too crazy.
No. And then you can share some with them. I meant
for sure. You good. Yeah. And thank you again.
No problem.
I'm going to try this mango right now.
Yeah, I see. You see how excited I am for you to try.
Mango OG. Look, on your social media, I see everybody rock with it. So, look, I took a baby sip. The mango is just as good.
I smell it over here.
Hey, it's the Liquid Loud. You feel me? Look, that's it.
I smell it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that too.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
You really?
It's a tie.
I like strawberry. I guess.
For real? I like them both. Really? That's fire. Yeah.
Okay, well, those are my two top sellers.
Yeah,
so,
I see why. Mm-hmm. I see why. See? Dang. Hey, you got something special. You got something special. Like, dang. Yeah. Okay. Like so, why should we slow down on the mango as well, or the strawberry too?
Oh, they're the same potency.
So it's gonna smack you. If you drink it too fast.
Yeah. Well, not smack, but you gonna get hit. you go. So this is what happened. Cause I can't. Me personally, I can't drink the whole bottle. Okay. I can't. Yeah. And so told my mama. I said drink half. Drink half. Okay. And I called her. I waited a couple days. I said, Mom, you drunk? I don't know about that drink, Selena. I mean, I was so delirious. I woke up to use the restroom and I was like, the room was spinning. I said, how much you drunk? She said, I drank the whole thing. I said, I told you not to do that.
Hey, Mons is going in.
Edible. Yeah. It don't kick in until a little bit later, so you have to pace yourself. Sure. And then I normally have them in the freezer. I don't freeze it, but I want to normally have it in the freezer, so it's like a icy kind of. Oh, yeah, they kill it.
Yo, that's dope.
They kill it, yeah. And those little bottles are $25, and people be like, that's expensive. It is, but
it's the quality too, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, go on to whoever you gonna go to, but that's my price. Come on. And so I had this college girl I felt bad for. I gave her a discount. Yeah. And so this is like a couple of months ago in September, and she said, I want to try a drink. And this how we do. This how I do. I know my stuff is so good, I'm going to give you a free sample. It's going to be a little shot cup, not filled up, but it's going to
treat it like the dope game. I'll give you a little sample. I'm going to get you hooked. That's it.
Like, man, I do like a little, El Capone. So that's what I did. This our marketing. We give it out. And my sister's like, we're going to get that out. I said, yeah, we used to do the alcohol like that. We're going to do the same. I said, I'm telling you. She's like, I said, I'm telling you, it's going to work. And so give them a taste, and they're like, oh, this is good. Can I have some more? Yeah, you gotta buy it. Yeah. Yeah, just purchase. And so the girl, she's a college student. She's like, I'm a freshman, and I want to support.
And that's how
I said, how much money you got? She walked out. Then she drunk it and she walked out. About an hour later, she came back. Said, I found the money, and I was like, Girl, I gave Tessa, give me that 5. There you go. I said, you better not say shit.
That's
and
right.
so she was like, thank you so much. Thank you. And I was like, all right.
Yeah,
You
whatever.
know, so I do stuff like that, you know, but it was funny because I didn't think she was coming back. She was like, I got these bills coming out of, and I said, if she come back, I'm going to give it to her. Just to see if she, you know, going to commit. And she was just like, oh my God, I'm a food critic. Oh, this is so good. And it was funny. I was like, all right, girl, now you are 21. And she's like, I'm 21. I said, okay, you know, they young.
Yeah.
I'm 21, ma'am. I was like, oh, okay, girl, go ahead on now. Don't get to your little, that's you.
Yeah.
And so she's like, okay, ma'am. It was so funny, but I was like, okay, that's reassurance, like, okay, I'm on the right track.
You got something.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so when I say, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Like, yeah, even
it's
on the bar.
Confidence.
Yeah, I be like, I know. They be like, I've been doing it for so long, I know, because the thing with me is I don't drink, I don't smoke, so my stuff have to be right. Yeah, like the drinkers, they gonna drink it and be like, oh, it tastes good. I ain't tasting it, so it better be right.
Yeah.
But I have recipes in my head, like I already know how this gonna go. I know margarita, okay, I know how to do simple stuff like that. I can do that. And then I made it my own, and over, you know, after repetition, you don't need a recipe, you just pour it.
Yeah.
They be like, you be so right every time. I'm like, I have experience. That's what y'all fail to realize, because I stuck through it. The bartending was slow sometimes, but I stuck through it. I didn't say, oh, I'm gonna quit and get another job.
Yeah.
I just stuck through it. Like,
You saw it through.
yeah. And I would tell the girls, like, y'all, okay, Friday, Saturday is cool, but what about Monday when ain't nobody in this bitch? What about Tuesday, Wednesday? You know, y'all sitting up here spending, y'all get money fast, spend money fast, but are you saving?
Yeah.
You know, they be like, okay. That's all I say. Okay. Then they come at you was right.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was just like I started becoming a mentor, and I teach them because I was working a service bar, and clearly if that says mango and strawberry, why would you pull that mango? You ain't paying attention. You just getting stuff. So I told them, I said, this drink look like this. This drink look like that. Get familiar with your menu. Because if you going and giving the wrong person a drink, and I got 1,000 other people behind you, I'm not finna stop and make that one drink because you messed up. So get it right the first time. And they be like, oh, you so mean in it. But they respect it. I ain't care about you liking me. You gonna respect what I got to say, because me and you in this together. You got to tip me out. And how you tip me out, you messing up.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of stuff that I was teaching the young girls.
Yeah. I had to take a deep breath on that.
Yeah, because that's a whole nother story. I was crazy because I was talking to my homeboy, and he was like, I was like, I'm finna get back on the bar. And he was like, man, you need it. And I was like, what you mean? I like, these bartenders, what they doing? And he was like, man, it's like, again, that's how Atlanta has come so fast-paced, and so they think because they got nails and out the, I don't know how you working with the nails out the hill, and then big butt, face full of makeup, but no customer service. And they think just because they look good, got a big butt, they finna make the money. I come in and take all your people. And I come in looking crazy. And I be like, you good though? Because they understand. They understand that it ain't nothing to say, hey, you good? Your table good? Everything, you know, let me get this out your way. Next thing you know, I want her.
Customer service.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, and they be like, what you doing these for? I ain't doing that. If you treat these people, like, why are you hanging out in the kitchen with the kitchen? I was never in the kitchen, only to pick my food up and walk back out. I'm in your face, in the customer face. So y'all need anything? Water, ketchup? They be like, girl, we good. So, you know, but I took that because once I started applying that, I was making my money. So the same rules apply to me on the bar, apply to my business. And that's what people, they just get the big head. They don't want to respond to people and talk to you. You got to talk to your customers. A girl gave me a bad review. Okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. How can I help you? The drink wasn't that strong. Okay, well, let me send you another one. I said, now, it might not be, you know, depending on your tolerance, it might not be that strong to you. I said, but, you know, this is complimentary. Oh, this was better. It was the same drink. You know how people do. So I was just like, whatever, it's cool. I don't care. I take the good with the bad because I can learn from both.
Yes, ma'am. Selena, you bodied this. So much information, value. Very last question, too. Where do you see yourself, Liquid Loud, everything within the next 5 to 10 years?
It's gonna be morphed into a multi-million-dollar brand. I know that. I don't know if I'll still be the owner. I might sell it, and I never thought about selling it before, but I'm listening to a coach right now, and he like, you want to basically have your money on autopilot.
That's true.
So I'm just trying to take these courses, take these classes, and see how I can better my business, how I can better myself, my mindset, and I don't know what the future holds, but I know it's gonna be growth.
Yes,
Put
ma'am.
it like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's the honest answer I can give. It's gonna be growth. I am on e-commerce too now. So that's going. I'm learning. It's a lot. I'm learning how to email market and use my social media as a landing page. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I was like, okay, so that's what I learned basically in Neo's course, how to do digital stuff. So I can kind of fall back, have some employees, having a couple of stores. I don't know if I want it in all the stores, maybe some like exclusive top stores, have, the, who I want to represent me. Snoop.
Oh,
yeah. One of them, so they're like, oh, liquor loud.
Yeah.
So, it'll be like, high C, how they calling high C, liquor loud, because the name itself, now that I understand it now, I'm on board. So the name, it holds weight, and we're just gonna see how I go in these streets.
For sure. Social media, how can we get at you and talk to you on that too? Orders too.
Yeah, okay, shopliquidloud.com.
Yeah.
That's how you order. I have the juices. I have tincture. I got tincture in there too. You do tincture.
Yeah.
I have tinctures. I do pixie sticks. I came up with some pixie sticks. And then on social media, Liquid Loud mixers. And the only reason I got the Liquid Loud mixers because Liquid Loud was taken. You know how they go. So Liquid Loud mixers. Yeah. And that's it.
Hey, look, we appreciate you. Keep going. Keep grinding. You're doing big things, and you just getting started.
They have no idea. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Y'all, tap in, follow her. Man, Selena is killing it. Once again, blessed be host Caleb Smith. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys soon. Peace.